Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Seeing mostly cloudy conditions out there this morning with an unexpected low cloud deck that has moved in. Seeing our ceilings right around 1,500 feet. Overall, we'll stay mainly cloudy through the day today with some additional sun peeking through as we get towards the later afternoon and first part of the evening. We will have a slight chance of some pop-up showers or thunderstorms that will be focused mainly north of the area up around the Salisbury Ocean City area. So overall expecting dry conditions here at Wallops today, and we'll see a chance of showers later this evening during the overnight time frame as well. If we take a look at our current surface analysis, weak area of low pressure off to our northwest with a fairly stalled out boundary across the region. We're going to see that slowly drifting northward as we move over the next couple of days, and we're going to continue to see some warm air building in behind that as we move through the coming days, and it's going to bring some daily chances of afternoon pop-up showers or thunderstorms as we move through the next couple of days. This area of low pressure here going to start moving eastward across the northern part of the country. It's going to bring a tighter pressure gradient into the area as we go into the weekend, bringing some breezy conditions as well as some additional warm air advection, bringing some well above average temperatures through that time frame as well. Looking at our upper level winds this morning, seeing fairly light winds through the column, all below 20 knots as we go up through the first 25,000 feet. Generally west-southwesterly closer to the surface, becoming southwesterly, and then at 25,000 feet more of a southerly component to the wind. But again, fairly weak winds through the column, seeing our freezing level at 10,500 feet. Take a look at our current visible satellite as well as the composite radar here. We can see not tracking any radar returns across the local area at this time, just plenty of cloud cover over the region, and again expecting that to continue as we move through our morning and afternoon time frame. We'll take a look at the high resolution model as we can look at the next 2 days here. We'll see mainly dry conditions as we move through the day today for Wallops here locally. As we get into the afternoon, we'll see that slight chance of a shower or storm popping up, as you can see indicated here on the model, popping up more towards the Ocean City, Salisbury area. I do expect that to stay north of Wallops. Very slight chance we see that try to drift a bit further south, but pretty good agreement with the models at this time that that activity will stay to our north as we move through the area, and should see that start to dissipate as we pass the 1600 local time frame. And that's when we'll start to see some of the cloud cover dissipate as well, bringing some additional sun as we move into the evening. Going through the overnight time frame, we will see a chance of a shower, isolated shower, or possibly a thunderstorm passing through for the first part of the overnight time frame. But you can see the HER model keeps some of that, or most of that activity to the south here, but can't rule out that possibility. And then we'll wrap up the evening with some low clouds likely lingering around during the early morning hours as we get into the start of the day on Friday. Friday we'll see similar conditions, starting off dry as we move through much of the day. Getting into the afternoon, we will see a chance once again of some pop-up shower or thunderstorm activity. We'll see here the HER model quite bullish with this activity pushing through mainly to our north. Other models not quite as aggressive with this activity, but nonetheless indicating that chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm as we move through that time period. And going into the evening, we'll continue to see lingering chances of possibly another round of showers and storms pushing through. As you can see, the HER model once again quite bullish with that activity pushing through during that time frame as well. As we zoom out here, look at our Saturday and beyond, we'll see starting off Saturday morning, once again, dry conditions, but we start to see that area of low pressure tracking to our north. It's going to bring that tighter pressure gradient, going to bring some breezy southwesterly winds across the area. It's going to help really warm things up, and we'll see that trailing cold front try to push through the area later in the day and into the evening time frame. The Storm Prediction Center does have a slight risk for severe weather during this time frame, with some better dynamics supporting a stronger storm possibly moving through the area as we get in the afternoon and evening time frame. So something to keep an eye out for. And then as we move into the end of the weekend, we see that boundary clear things out, and we move into a dry period with still some breezy conditions as that low lingers off to the northeast. But we will see more seasonable temperatures after a few well above average days, and we'll keep those seasonable temperatures around as we move through the next work week, staying breezy until we get to Monday. We'll see the winds start to lighten up, but again, continue with dry weather as we move through the middle of the week. And it does look like we could potentially see another system moving in as we get into the middle of the week, bringing some chances of showers, possibly some storms as we move into the day on Wednesday. So looking at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, overall mainly green conditions, but we do introduce a yellow risk for lightning as we move through that 12 and 16 local time frame, with the slight chance of one of those showers popping up to our north, inching a bit further south, close enough to initiate possibly a lightning advisory. Overall, though, expect that activity to stay to our north and should see dry conditions with mostly cloudy conditions through the day as well. We'll see our high temperature peak around 78 degrees this afternoon, and keeping a slight breeze out of the southwest through the day, 7 to 12 knots, becoming more southerly as we get into the later afternoon. That's when we'll start to see some breaks in the clouds, becoming partly cloudy briefly before we start to see some clouds building back in the area going through the overnight time frame. As we pass midnight, we introduce that yellow risk for precip and lightning, with a slightly better chance of seeing a shower or storm pushing through the area, particularly during the first part of the early morning hours, as we'll see those winds become light and variable with that activity. We will have a chance for some low clouds and some patchy fog as we move towards sunrise on Friday, as you can see, introducing that yellow risk for some of those reduced ceilings and visibilities. Tides are running normal at this time, and as we look at the extended forecast here, again, as mentioned, 25% chance of a afternoon shower or storm continuing into the evening and overnight time frame Friday. Overall, we'll see partly to mostly cloudy conditions, well above average temperatures, with highs getting into the mid-80s, looking at a high of 85 degrees. Even warmer as we move into Saturday, with temperatures in the upper 80s, possibly pushing 90 for Saturday. Once again, seeing an even better chance of that shower and storm activity pushing through with that front, and some breezy conditions with that area of low pressure, up to a 30% chance for our Saturday activity. Then we'll see things drying out as mentioned before as we move through Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Not expecting any precipitation. We'll see a trend towards partly cloudy to mostly sunny conditions as we move through that time period as well. We'll see those temperatures cooling into the mid to lower 70s, our low temperatures back down into the 50s. And then Wednesdays when we start to introduce another chance for some shower activity moving through and some slightly breezy conditions with that potential next system, looking at about a 40% chance of rain activity at this time, and we'll narrow that down as we get closer to that event. So that's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.